which is why we call ourselves the world's first digital car company. We want to do everything digital, as little brick and mortar as possible, because that is cost. So let me take you through
a personal decision that I am trying to make, or that I am facing, on whether or not to keep my brick and mortar locations or switch solely online.
The results are in, and e-commerce has won. The results are in, and e-commerce is now officially past any other form of business. Those of you who built businesses around a brick and mortar model, I feel bad for you. You must pivot very quickly.
Malls may become a thing of the past as stores start closing their doors. Macy's, JCPenney, and Sears have all announced that they will be permanently shuttering hundreds of stores combined. So are we witnessing the death of brick and mortar at the hands of online retailers?
Is there a chance that this tide is turning between online versus brick and mortar?
Oh, I don't think so, not at all. I think that the shift has certainly taken place, and the buying online is a huge part of the business today. Continues to grow, and I think that, in fact, the mall traffic has been heading south for a long time. Fewer shoppers out there, and in the end, the e-commerce business will continue to grow dramatically.
This way, in the first hour of Singles Day, Alibaba.com sold 2.5 times what every single retailer in the United States sold online on Black Friday. Right? Just to show you the magnitude of what is happening out there. Now,
e-commerce has revolutionized how we shop. Expectations are higher, competition is more fierce, and transactions happen in the blink of an eye.
Moving on to Amazon. Amazon could actually help save brick and mortar, and the Wall Street Journal is now reporting that landlords and brokers are banking on the online giant to bring in more customers to its malls through physical retail locations.
6, when you do your shopping this year, will it be digital or brick and mortar?
Well, after looking at a recent survey from City Retail Services, about 57% of people say they're going to turn to their computers to do their shopping. But
well, of course, it's much easier to shop from home than fighting crowds at the mall. Jerika Duncan shows us what brick and mortar retailers are doing to compete with the online giants.
Mr. Fallon, will shopping ever be the same?
I think in the short term, probably not. I mean, I think obviously consumers are getting very used to shopping online. Plus, anybody who's gone to a store lately, the 6-foot distancing isn't going to go away even when this pandemic hopefully ends, and hopefully it will be soon.
The retail world as it used to be was primarily brick and mortar, almost all. And what happened is there came a point in time about 20 years ago where suddenly the number of shopping centers being built started to slow down.
taking the time and watching this. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's a really weird time right now, especially with this coronavirus and a lot of businesses closing. And one of the things that I've been, luckily that I've been working on for the past 2 years is how to help insurance agents make their business a lot more efficient, a lot better, and a lot, how to scale faster than the competition. Okay. Now I'm going to switch over to the presentation that I have here. Just give me 1 second. Okay, let's see here. Where's my presentation? Okay, there we go. All right, so let's Zoom thing. Let's share this screen, and then let's share this. Beautiful. Okay. All right, now let's get this thing started. Okay. Again, everybody, thank you so much and welcome. for being here, and welcome to AAQL. Okay, you guys are gonna find out exactly what this is, what this is all about, what the hype, what all my emails that I've been sending out to you guys. Hopefully, I've been bothering you enough to, for you to know that, this is something important. Insurance business has, insurance business in general, the industry is a little bit archaic. And whenever it comes down to changes and all this stuff, yeah, they got money and everything, but just not too recently, about the past like 4 years, they started going online. So my name is Leo Bados Jr. I am the CTO, Chief Technical or Technology Officer of AAQL. Okay, so this is what we're going to be talking about. Okay, we're going to be talking about how to take your insurance business online as fast as possible. Okay, how to keep up with this new consumer demand. As you saw in that video, the trend was businesses, if you're starting, if you're going into that brick and mortar, or if you already have one, and you're going to have to pivot. You're going to have to find new ways of doing these things, because, well, right now people are not, or at least like 70% of them aren't prone to going out and meeting someone. Okay, and again, the new consumer demand with the millennials coming up and all these next generations. How is your business positioned to where you're going to be able to attack these markets? Okay, another thing we're going to be talking about is how to build your own robot, that your own insurance robot that sells for you. Okay, I'm going to be talking about all of this. Okay, so and at the end of this webinar, I'm going to let you know that I'm going to be, anybody who stays till the end, I'm going to show you how you can get your free ebook link. Okay, how you can get your free ebook, which I'm the author of it. Okay, I'm going to give you the free forms that you can use today to lead generate. Okay, if you're used to doing paper applications and getting quotes through paper and meeting someone, maybe your client doesn't want to meet with you, I'm going to give you the exact forms and the exact process that I use. I'll just give it to you for free. Okay, but that's just going to be until to the end of the webinar. And then also, I'm going to show you how we can do this, all of this for you. Okay, I do have very special offer specifically for this webinar, and again, it's going to be geared towards insurance brokers. Okay, now I'm going to talk about a little bit of my story. Okay, how this came about. What's my background, who I am, and who's this guy. Who's this energetic guy talking to you here on the webinar. I'm actually here in Fort Worth, Texas, or you're here in the DFW area. Okay, just so you know where I'm at. Okay, so just a little bit about me. Okay, I'm going to explain each picture. So you get to know me a little better. Okay, right there in the top left, the first picture is actually the first time when I got licensed. I actually went to college. That was in 2014. Maybe some of you guys are licensed a lot longer than me, and that's who I like to associate myself with, people that are veterans in this industry. And luckily, I've been learning from people that have been in the industry for over 35 years. Okay, so I just kind of stole their knowledge. So yeah, I got my license there. It's my first office that I got. It was in my college dorm right there. If you see that little picture at the very top, is my Texas insurance license. And while I was at school, I was actually running 3 companies. I was starting a real estate company. I was starting an online motivational company, which is the picture below, the short horn, the short horn picture. They actually did an article about me on how I started a motivational company website. And then I went on to joining a team where I did a lot of cold calling. I did door knocking for about 2 years, and I learned a lot of really good skills. Okay. While I was actually in school, if you see the camera, the camera picture is the video that I shot for my commercial for my online website, for my people, kind of motivate them and stuff like that, bring a lot of the energy that I have inside bottled in, just kind of take it out. And then if you see the picture with a lot of people right there, bottom right, it's that was the team. That was the first team that I created, that I started, and thank God that I had very awesome people around me that helped me and pushed me to create. And then this was the word most is that the one of the desk with a bunch of papers on it, blue background. That was actually the last time I had a job. The last time I had an office desk, I was making like, 20,000, 20,000 a year, nothing. And I had no freedom, absolutely no freedom. And it was actually my first gig of where I helped that company, create more online, software and, become more online so that, you can attract more people. Okay. So that's just a little bit about me, my story, and, where I've come and, what I've become. So now let's go into what this is. What is AAQL? Okay. AAQL stands for Agent to Agency QL. Okay. So I'm going to break all of those parts down. So agent, okay, so this is going to be for starting insurance brokers, okay, seasoned insurance brokers, brokers, insurance agents or brokers or agencies that have done this for a little bit already, people that are wanting to start, their insurance agency. I've noticed that people that, go into this, come into this industry, they just kind of, they either start getting phone calls from, from agencies wanting them to join the team, and nobody really knows. And there's really no like, guidance, no real school. You got to go to school to get your license. But once you're out there, and then there's nobody really showing you the ropes unless you land somewhere where that person is good. And there's a lot of companies out there that do that help starting insurance agents. But for the most part, you're kind of out, you just get thrown in the water, hopefully you swim. Okay. And then also this is also at the beginning, is for insurance agencies that are stuck in old ways, stuck, a little bit in old fashioned, maybe paper platforms, or maybe they're just looking to do things differently. Okay. Now the two part is the method of transformation. Okay. And the best way I can explain is from getting from point A to point B, from point B to point C. Okay. Just the kind of, the methodology there. Okay. Now the agency part is, the agent to agency is, hopefully everybody that joins the industry has an aspiration of becoming more efficient, of becoming a leader in the industry, of making more money, of hitting that next level of income. Okay. And then the QL part, QL stands for Quantum Leap. Quantum Leap, I don't know how many of you guys understand the quantum. Basically, whenever two things are, it's the fastest way of getting somewhere. If you hear, wish you quantum leaps, or that's, or whenever I say, even to my friends, is like, oh, that's a quantum leap. That means that you're getting there from point A to point B extremely fast. Okay, and so that's what this program is. It's agent to agency QL, and a quantum leap, getting you from one place to the next, from point A to point B as fast as possible. Okay, so that's what that means. Now I'm going to talk about who this is for. Okay. Again, I probably said it already, but this is for insurance agents. Okay. Insurance agents that, are either starting off or have been doing this for a little bit. Okay. This is also for insurance agencies that are looking for a model or looking for strategies into where they can attack these new markets, these millennials, these people that are not wanting to go outside, and how to bring their business to their house instead of them coming to you. Okay. This is also for employees and executives, people that, again, this is people that are, again, coming, probably, are tired of their job, like I was. I was, 24 years old. I was very tired of my, my 9-to-5 job. I've always had an entrepreneur spirit, and this insurance was, my calling. I've been doing insurance since 2014. Came in and out, but I've been strongly doing it for the past like 3 years, and again, because of what I've taught other companies, consulted on them on online business and all that. That's how this came up. So now, to save you time, okay, if you don't meet any of those criterias, close this webinar right now. This isn't for you at all. Not to, I don't want to sound rude or anything, but if you're not an insurance agent, an agency, or an employer executive that is looking into the insurance business, this isn't for you. Okay, I just want to save you the time right now. Okay, now I'm going to explain to you the concept. Okay, the concept of what I'm trying to talk about and what I'm trying to explain here. So anybody who wants to start an agency, or everybody who has an aspiration of becoming a leader in the industry, or making that next tier of money, or just wants to start their own little business, well, everybody is in the mindset of, well, I got to get a brick and mortar. Just like you saw in the videos prior, brick and mortars are kind of going out of business. It's not that it's bad, and I'm not saying that brick and mortar is bad, because that's kind of the goal. In fact, my online business, I hopefully, AAQO, hopefully I get it to a place where I own a brick and mortar place where I have people coming in and stuff like that. But obviously not right now because of the coronavirus and stuff. But here's what's happening. Here's what we're able to do with Agent to Agency QO, AAQO. How to take all these brick and mortar agencies and turn them into, how to take this agency and turn it into as simple as a phone, okay? Get that agency and turn it into a phone. Get it electronic, okay? Get all those agencies turning into a tablet. How do we get that? How do we get this nationwide, this farmer's agency, into just a simple computer software? Okay, so that's what we're doing here. And let's see here. And this is what typically happens, okay? With a brick and mortar agency, you see, you have your clients, right? You have your clients, and to buy your products, some of them, yeah, you can do it over the phone or anything, but if you have a brick and mortar, the kind of the idea is for them to come to your, to your agency. And I just kind of put some funny pictures on here of people either get, obviously they go in the car, people can walk there. I don't know who takes the plane to get to the agency, or who takes the boat. Maybe an agency that's in an island takes the boat, but that's typically the process. Okay, you want to sell a policy. You can, you go to the client's house using a car, boat, airplane, or you walk to them, or they come to you using a car, boat, airplane, or they walk to you. Okay, and that process, especially right now with everything that's going on, the news and the coronavirus and the social distancing and everything, that's it's really slow. Okay, that process costs a lot of money. Okay, it cannot scale fast. Okay, compared to the Internet of Things, to the online. If you want to start a brick and mortar agency, say I'm in Fort Worth, Texas, and I want to start one in Miami or Chicago or Houston, it's probably going to take me a little bit of time. Find the landlord, find the people, find the manager, and all that stuff. So I'm going to show you how we've been able to scale without using that model, that with the traditional model. Okay, and then. And it obviously it takes that what it takes is mediums of transportation to get there. Okay, technology is getting it's kind of outbeating all these companies and all these brick and mortar places like Macy's and also like you saw in the video before. So that's what it looks like. You starting in a brick and mortar agency. It looks very It may not be depressing, because you just started a company, but it may be depressing the money that you had to fork out of it. I mean, these companies, they cost anywhere to $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, not including the overhead cost that comes in a monthly basis. So, yeah, it can get pretty frustrating, okay? Especially if you're starting off, especially if you don't have the capital, as a entering for the business, but you have aspirations of a leader. Well, I'm not saying the brick and mortar is not the end goal, which it really is. What I'm saying is between an agent and a brick and mortar agency, what I want to put is a vehicle that'll help you get there faster. So maybe like instead of it being a really big step, maybe just like a small step to get to the big step. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about here. Now, instead of, like on the slide before, instead of people coming to you, okay, or you going to them using those mediums of transportation, why not use the internet, your laptop, your cell phone, your tablet, to get to all these people? Why not? I mean, it's the fastest way to get to Miami and Houston and Chicago. The way I was able to get you guys on this webinar, I was literally using my laptop, my tablet, and my computer to market to you guys via email, via text, or whatever it is that you guys got here from. So that's the fastest way from point A to point B to point, or in this case, from agent to point A to point C, the client, our customer, is literally using this cell phone. But you gotta have the infrastructure, the correct infrastructure to do that, okay? Now, I do wanna explain that it is 1/100th of the cost of, compared to a brick and mortar agency of starting an online agency. It scales really fast. It takes the business to the client's homes, to their laptops, to their cell phones, to the tablets with a click of a button. Okay, so this is kind of what I want to ingrain to you guys. Okay, it's using the Internet of Things, this thing that we call the World Wide Web, to be able to to attack these new markets, to attack the markets that are the millennials, even the older folks that are kind of technology inclined. Most of people are buying stuff online, especially now. Okay, so you got to have a system, a software, or something that is going to allow you to sell these policies, fast. Okay, and so what happens is, because you're using the internet, it multiplies. So you sell one person, and then that person literally just sends a link to their friend and to their friend and to their friend. And that's how I've been able to create a lot of referral business, because I've based my entire business model online, solely online. We have strategic partners that do have brick and mortar agencies, and they help us out a lot of stuff. But at this point, that's not even necessary. Well, it's kind of not possible at this point, because businesses are shutting down, and they're not letting people go out and stuff, and all of that. So this is what your model will look like. If you use the internet to your advantage, okay, you're going to be able to scale to more people faster, especially if you provide a good customer service. So what I'm introducing to you guys here is an online insurance agent or agency. Okay, what I like to call is a cyber arm. What I like, it's using the Internet of Things, this World Wide Web, to create you a platform that you can use, that allows you to scale, that allows you to sell, and that markets does the marketing for you. Okay, and you can literally automate a lot of these things. Okay, and I can definitely show you how later. So just to kind of show you, this is going to be the new insurance broker. We're going to go into kind of turn ourselves into a cyborg. If a cyber have an extension of us. That's online. That's going to be able to have a lot of capabilities and a lot more scalability than what we would be able to do if we were to get to the. I remember I used to when I used to do a door knocker, starting insurance, and I got leads. I mean, I put in the address, and I put all the list of the leads that I had, the 20 addresses that I had on my map, and then one by one I would go on there, do. Well, in reality, if I had their cell phone and their email, I could probably set up an interview, set up a Zoom meeting with them, and then voila, without wasting gas, without wasting any time of them not taking the chance of them not being there, through the methods that I have, I would have been able to probably sell the policies a lot quicker, get to the competition a lot faster, and again, scale like I've never scaled before. So again, that's a picture. That's a funny picture of 3PO, R2D2, and I don't know what the little guy's called, but they're robots. Okay, they're robots. They're a lot smarter than us. They're able to do a lot more things, compute a lot faster, and because they're robots, they're able to connect to all of these different things a little better. Okay, now I'm about to show you the tools you can use literally today for less than $30 or for free, okay? One of the reasons that I wanted to do this, I'm gonna take a step back here. What I want to do this is, because of this pandemic, and because I love the insurance business so much, regardless of its ups and downs and everything, or its downs, it's because I really strongly believe that, helping other people, especially in a moment of crisis, it's going to come back tenfold to you. Maybe call it selfish or whatever, but I like good karma coming around me. And more than anything, I want to be able to show you, I want to help as many people as possible, because the more people I help, the better name, the better reputation I'm going to have, for however long I continue to build this program. So again, I'm going to show you how you can start your online business, or how you can transform your current business into an online business for under $30. Okay. Now, at the end of this webinar, I'm going to give you an access link to, I'm going to show you how you can get a download PDF for all the websites and all the softwares that I'm going to talk about here. Okay. And I'm going to give you my own forms, literally the forms that I use to get clients to sign up, the client applications, the quoting, and even for agencies that are multi-service, I have the forms for that too. So I'll be able to give it to you guys for free, but that's going to be until the end of the webinar. Okay. Now let's get started. Okay. Hopefully you guys are excited. I'm excited. I know I'm excited. I get to help as many people as possible, and 4 different cities. I want to welcome everybody from Houston, everybody from Dallas, and everybody from Chicago, and everybody from Miami. Thank you so much for taking the time for being here. Okay, now here's the secret number 1. Okay, secret number 1 to taking your online your insurance online. I'm going to teach you how to professional email. Okay, what that means is how to set up yourself as low cost as possible, how to create a professional email, because I've seen a lot of the emails, especially when I was marketing, when I was compiling the list for this marketing, a lot of you guys don't have the professional email says, a lot of you guys says insurancebusiness@gmail.com or, insurance financials at Yahoo or as SBC Global or whatever it is. So I'm going to show you, and that's great to have for your personal stuff, but whenever you're marketing to clients, especially if you're, in times like this, that you want to make sure that you have a good online, virtual reputation. They're going to want to know that you're a legit business. Okay. And every single one of you guys, if you guys have sold or done the selling or is wanting this and is licensed, you guys are a legit business. Okay. So I'm going to teach you guys how to set up a professional email. Okay. Now let's dive into it. Everybody knows of GoDaddy. Everybody knows, G Suite and the Google stuff. But I'm going to teach you how to get it for a lot cheaper than anybody else out there. Okay, you gotta first purchase a domain name. Okay, and you can write this down as you're watching this. You gotta purchase a domain name. What is a domain name? The domain name is like Amazon.com. Jeff Bezos bought that domain name. My domain name for my insurance business, for a health insurance business, is BAIHealthInsurance.com. That's a domain name. For this one is AAQL.io. That's a domain name. Okay, you can literally go buy your domain names for under $5. Sometimes they're even 99 cents. And if you go to Namecheap.com, I promise you that compared to GoDaddy and compared to a lot of these other, domain name sales, you're probably going to find anywhere from 50, 60% discounts. Okay, so Namecheap.com. Okay, I'm going to send you all this PDF with all the, all this at the very end. I'll show you how you can get it. Okay. So Namecheap.com. That's how you can easily get these, an email. Okay. So you got to buy first. Again, the first step is to buy the domain name so that you can get that email. So for example, mine is BII Health or AAQL. Let's use this one, AAQL.io. So my email is info@AAQL.io. For my health insurance business, it's BIIHealthInsurance.com. So my email is junior@BIIHealthInsurance.com. Okay, so hopefully you're getting the gist of it. So the domain name that you pick is going to be the name after the @ sign, if that makes sense. Okay, so in Namecheap, you're literally, after you buy the domain name for like 99 cents, for like, I think it's going to be like $4 or $3 or $5, or I think it's under $5. You're literally just go to your account, and it's going to be, if you scroll down to your account, it's going to say private email. Okay, you're going to add it to your inbox, and then voila, you have a private email for like less than, probably $10 or $5. It's that simple. Okay, so that's the first, step 1, buy the domain name. Step 2 is add the private email feature for less than $5. So literally, you can start emailing and using your buying the domain name and start using, and at least you have a domain name bought already for the next steps that I'm about to talk about here. Okay, now I'm going to show you an alternative to step to how to get a Gmail account or a Gmail account. Okay, so Squarespace.com. Okay. That's what I literally used. And I continue to use depending on what platform the client wants. It's on how to build their online agency. Squarespace.com is pretty cool. Okay, with the business account, it costs $27 a month. Okay, and I think they have, even if you can look up online like Squarespace coupons, you can probably get the first month for like 20% off or something like that. But Squarespace with the business account, you literally have a way to design your website, and then also for an entire year they give you G Suite. G Suite is that your professional email. So whatever your domain is, your domain name is, with G Suite, excuse me, that's what you're gonna have. Okay, they give it to you for signing up with their for the website and their business account specifically, which costs $27 a month. Okay, they give you G Suite for free for an entire year. So I'm currently right now working on 2 clients of mine in Miami and in Chicago. Okay, and that's what I'm telling them to do. I said, okay, here's the first step. You're gonna have to buy your domain name, and then second, you're gonna sign up for Squarespace, because that's gonna allow you to get the the G Suite, the professional email. Okay, because it's very important whenever you're doing business, especially if you're doing business to business, which I highly recommend everybody do. They're going to want to make sure that you do have a professional email. I mean, yeah, you might be friends and everything, but I think credibility, especially online, is becoming more and more important as we go. Okay, so that's going to be the couple of steps on how to get your professional email. Okay, you literally go to namecheap.com, or and then add it on your platform, on your account there, or just go to squarespace.com and buy the professional account, depending on how much money you want to spend. Okay, if you want to save a little money, go to Namecheap. Or if you want to spend a little bit more, then just go to save you the time and the hassle. They just give it to you for free for the $27 a month. Okay, and again, I'll send you all this via PDF at the end. Okay, now secret number 2. Okay, secret number 2 is you want to have a high quality logo. Okay, so whenever you're sending out these emails and whenever you're creating your website, or if you have us do it, or whenever we're creating your website, I'm going to ask for your logo because it does several things. One, it creates a sense of ownership. If I've seen so many people create their logos, and the second that they have their logo, it's like the most exciting thing ever. I mean, if you want to start a new company, if you're like me, I look for the logo first. I know a lot of entrepreneurs, they're like, okay, I want to make sure. If you're different, that's totally fine. But what's important here is whenever you're sending out these emails, at the very bottom, whenever you're doing your signature, you want to make sure that you have your logo on there, because that's marketing. That's branding for you. Okay, that's branding for your company. I mean, that's just creating a precedent for what's coming up next. And I know for a fact that I've been to several seminars, read books and online webinars. I mean, you name it, I've probably done it. Anybody who has ownership in something is prone to do a little better than the person who doesn't. So that's why I highly encourage people to, especially insurance brokers, whether a lot of people do their name, say you're Edgardo Persistence, and your name, your logo could be your name. Your logo could be a company that you come up with, or whatever it is that you want. Your logo could be, it's your logo. It's something that you can call yours. Okay. So again, it's to create that sense of ownership. And then also whenever you're sending out emails and potentially creating a website to create online presence, you want to make sure that you have a high quality logo. Okay. And I'm going to show you in the next couple of slides how I've helped, other people get high quality logos. But literally with Fiverr.com, it's that simple as that. Fiverr.com, okay, for $15 or less, I think I've seen it go all the way down as like $5. You can create your logo and, tailor it to however you want to. I mean, the logo AAQO right there, I think it cost me $5 to make. The BI&I Group logo that we have, $5 to make. The logos that a lot of the people that I've helped, they created it for at least like $10, $15 a month, $10-15, and that's it. It's literally an online outsourcing website that you can literally use for, a lot more than just the logos. I mean, I've used it for, to create the front cover of my book. I've used them for, outsourcing, translating, into Spanish. I'm Hispanic. If you guys are watching, hablo español también. I'm Hispanic. I'm originally from Central America, Honduras. I'm just more from here than from over there now at this point. But yeah, I have a lot of Hispanic clients, and they want to know the stuff in Spanish. So what I used is I went to Fiverr.com. I literally looked up logo design, and they were able to do it. Or you look up translation for PDFs, and they're able to do it for you. It's that simple. Go to Fiverr.com and you look up logo designs. You find the design or the people that you like the best, and then just pick that one. I mean, you can get really creative and really expensive if you want. But I mean, if you're starting off, I don't recommend doing it. If you already have the money, have at it. It's there for you. It's there for your grabbing. But these logos can get really, really pretty the more you pay for them. But for this sake of saving you money here, I would look for the logos and the people that do it for under $5-10, and they do a really, really good job. I mean, these are people in like Philippines, Bangladesh, even in South America, Central America, Africa, Europe. I mean, you name it. They, probably, someone's doing some online work out there. Okay, this together. Okay, you have yourself an online insurance agency, an agent. Okay. I can't stress this enough. If your business is not online, you better start figuring out a way to get there. If you're watching this, you better, figure out a way to get these programs, starting today, tomorrow, in the near future. Okay. Because you're going to stay behind. Okay. You're going to stay with the dinosaurs, the companies that are, moving forward and scaling a little faster are the ones that stay up to pace with technology. Okay, luckily you have me right now that's teaching you all of the latest technology that's going to allow you to push this a little further. Okay, now I'm going to show you a couple of people that I've helped already. You're going to notice a lot of lions. For some reason I attract a lot of lions, logos. But whatever, it is what it is. But I'm going to show you my client. You're going to see Jeanette on here from Florida, Miami, Florida. On there, her name is, she has the domain name lionadvisors.com. And literally, if you go to her website, lionadvisors.com, you can go apply and see the quote, and you'll be able to, literally apply for her insurance right there on her website. And you'll notice that if you finish it, all the information will stay on there. You'll even get a notification email that she gets a notification that the lead is there. And so that's just one of them. Okay. Another one that I've helped is Robert Quarry. He from Dallas, Texas, or Little Elm, Texas. Literally, I don't know if you can see it from here, but at the top right, it says free quote now, and clients can apply from here. He specifies in saving people money on health insurance. And it's great. I mean, he has an awesome logo on there, which he made on Fiverr. Jeanette also made her logo on Fiverr. Robert made his logo on Fiverr. And he has applications on there, his website all in one. And he even talks directly to teachers. So he actually particularly ran a campaign directly to teachers. So we created a site, a part of his site that is specifically for teachers. Okay. Another one is my good friend Mike. My good friend Mike on there. He had the domain name yourlocalbrokers.com, and his whole idea is if there's a local broker in any city. So he's a full-on agency. He does group benefits, families, executive bonus plans, Medicare, auto, home, and life. He has a lot. He's been in the insurance business for, I think it's over 15 years or so. But yeah, I mean, as you can see on there, people can request a quote and can get a client application simply on his website, and it's that fast. He literally sends a link to his clients, especially with this coronavirus stuff. And if they want to meet him in person, great. But if we all go into lockdown, which might happen, might not, but we all go into lockdown, he's going to have the platform ready to be able to send quotes and continue his business because he has an online footprint. He has an online agency. So again, you'll be able to see on our website. I mean, if you go to biihealthinsurance.com, the same format. You see the logo, you see what we do, upgrade your benefits, lower your cost, an online insurance agency for family and companies, and you see the client application and the request a quote here. I'm a strong believer in giving the client the opportunity to do the things they want to do as fast as they want to do them. So that's why I give them the opportunity right here and there. If they've never even looked at my prices and they just want to do business with me because they just love me, they can fill out the application. Hey, Leo, sign me up for whatever insurance you think is going to be best for me. I got money. Don't worry about it. I'll just fill out the application. You have all my information. Just do it. Perfect. I'm able to do that. If they want to request a quote, they can go on my website and they can do that simply. Okay. So again, what I'm trying to do here is giving insurance agents the ability to sell, scale, and grow online. And grow and faster than the competition, because I promise you, a lot of these people either have a website that doesn't work, or have a website and don't put the things correctly anywhere. You got to make it simple for them. And okay, so now, is this too complicated for some of you? Okay, yes, maybe so. Maybe too complicated for some of you. Okay, now we can build that agency for you. Okay, we can do that for you. Okay, now I will tell you after, how you can get your free ebook and how you can get to the PDF after I do my, my promotion, my special offer that I told you guys about the beginning. Okay, now if it is too complicated for you, okay, we do have a special offer. Okay, which I am kind of regretting, honestly, of putting the price point of what it was from what it was down to what I'm gonna offer to you guys here at this webinar. Okay, it's only gonna last 24 hours. Okay, and if you don't believe me, you should check 24 hours from I want to say 8:30 and see if it's still on there. Okay, it won't be. I promise you that. So. This is a value of $1,799 value, okay, for our services, our time, and our expertise. Literally going to have a group of teams. I'm going to pay some people to be able to do this and to do this thing for you, okay? A $1,799 value, okay? For this specific webinar, I'm only going to do it for $59 today, okay? And you get your free ebook as well. So if you go to aaql.io, okay, you go on there, you're going to be able to sign up for the free ebook. And then the next page, it should take you to where you're going to be able to buy the AAQL program, where literally we build you an online agency with everything that you just saw. It's probably going to take me a lot of work. And, we do deliver these online agencies in a 2-week time period. But I am a strong believer that I have to help insurance agents. I have to help my people. And I know for a fact that if I price this at this price, going from what I used to have it, and if you see the video, you'll see on there that I'm pitching it at $1,700. Okay. Again, the point of it, doing it at such a low cost is, to give insurance agents, especially right now that, it's probably a little hard for you to start your own business and stuff. I just want to help you. I want to help as many people as I can. Pay me for a little bit of the time that I'm doing and the softwares that I'm using and all that. But literally, if you go to aaql.io, you can get your free ebook. You can go on there right now, shut this webinar out, and just go on there and get your stuff.